guys, it's your girl Natalie, owner of Kaya Cosmetics. I'm here to do a video on how I started my business and how I got here, really. And also, like, I get to know me because I'm gonna literally be putting I'm gonna literally saying the things that I've gone through in life and how I got here and what made me and what motivated me and how I got started and everything like that. So let's like get into the video. I'm just gonna be looking at my phone, my other phone, and I am going to be like reading out the questions that you guys have sent me, that you would like to know about me and my business and everything. So let me just have a look. But guys, yeah, my name is Natalie. Nice to meet you. I am 25 years old. My birthday is July 14th. I'm Zimbabwean and Congolese. My mom's Zimbabwean, my dad's Congolese. For my mom's side, I'm the only child. For my dad's side, there's so many. There's beyond 32 children, so I don't know how many he's got now, but last time I counted, it was 32. But yeah, like, let's get into the questions, okay? So, also, these things are supposed to be helping you guys as well, so take notes when I am speaking, and I'm going to be very honest, go into depth, and like, just be as true as I can, because I know how it feels to not have certain answers that you want that other people may not be answering, or or how it feels to be alone, start a business and have nobody. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like maybe there might be someone that's experienced what I've experienced or gone through what I have, or is struggling right now, or making a decision on what type of business to do, how to go about it, and how to start. Okay, so how did you choose your business idea? I've always loved makeup, and I started doing makeup when I was 13. Obviously, I was the only child, so I'll get really bored. I'll try like new type of things, new designs, just in general, like I was just a creative person. But then, like, I've always been business minded, and I've always wanted to like sell my own makeup products. I've had issues where a lot of makeup wouldn't last long, they wouldn't sit correctly, or they would just be streaky or look cheap, but they'll be expensive. So I've always wanted to have my own makeup line, but I've always wanted to also do makeup on other people. So I used to be like a makeup artist before I started this business. I first started makeup on my mum, then I started doing it on my cousins, and I started doing it on my friends, and I started taking clients. But the issue that I was having was some of the brands that I was buying didn't match with certain skin complexions or certain skin types. And I always wanted a brand that goes for all, not just like dry skin or people with like, what's the other type? There's different type of skins basically, and it's not catered to all. And even like one might suit black people more than white, and I just didn't like that. I just liked it equal, because that means I would have to go to different brands and test and then see which one goes for who, what, where. Like, I just didn't want that stress, and all the brands that I was literally using was still not working for me, and they were not coming out as like I expected, because I've always wanted to do that bridal kind of makeup, over exaggerated type of makeup. So couldn't really find much. Now these days there are, but before, yeah, there was barely anything like that, girl. Let me even go back to the question, because I literally forgot what it was. How did you choose your business idea? Okay, so yeah, guys, I just told you I loved makeup. I always loved makeup, and I was a makeup artist, and I used to get frustrated by the products that I was using on my clients. I never ever thought that I would even have a makeup line, to be honest. It's just out of nowhere, I thought I'll just always be a makeup artist, but something clicked while I was doing a client's face, and I was like, I gotta stop this makeup today and find something new. And then I came across the products that I am currently selling. But yeah, did I have a plan, or did I figure it out as I went? So, already answered that question. I figured it out as I went. never planned to have this business. But God knows that I was getting tired doing makeup. And I really wanted quality products to give to people, especially those ones where you'd go out, because I used to like go out and like party sometimes with my friends when I was younger, and my makeup would literally not really stay on. I would like to sleep in my makeup and I'll wake up patchy, and it's just them times when you're just not bothered to take off your makeup, and then end up sleeping in your makeup, and then you look weird the next day. I always wanted to look the same. So, yeah. What was the first step you actually took? The first step I actually took was testing out the products. I literally went to so many vendors, I went to different countries to look for what I wanted, and I was not finding it. I think it took me like 6 months to 8 months to even find the waterproof powder that I am selling to work. Like, there were so many formulas that really did not work for this business, and I think it's just a learning process. It's also, you need patience, because if you don't have patience, you would just be like, forget, this is not for me, or this is a sign, and clearly there's nothing out there. But there's always something out there. Also, when it's for you and it's from God, something will work. It will always just fall back in your hands. Like, there would be times I would pause and I'd think, like, why am I doing this? This is tiring. This is long. But I always knew this is where I'm supposed to be. You always have this feeling. So, and you just have faith, and passion. Makeup was my passion. Sorry. Oh, sometimes these words. Makeup was my passion. So I could never neglect it. I could never forget about it. I grew up with makeup, and makeup made me more confident. Do you know what I mean? I only started seeing myself more beautiful. When was this? From a certain age. Maybe from like 15, without makeup, I started seeing myself beautiful. It's just a random thing, guys. I just go to random topics, but I feel like it's very relevant. I don't know who it may go to. Someone might be in my situation, but makeup always used to comfort me as well. So I always have a story behind something, and I feel like makeup gave me confidence. But then there was a point that I always have to take it off and look at myself in the mirror and be like, oh my God, you're beautiful and that's you. And the reason why I didn't even have that type of confidence is because I was bullied most of my life since young. Like, most of my life, I was always fighting. I was always trying to stick up for myself. There was no reason. Like, sometimes it's because I was black, or because I had a big body, or had curves, or I spoke a certain way, or I was just too confident. People didn't like me, and they'll just suppress me. So really and truly, guys, like, it does affect how you see yourself, and how you see life, and I just had to learn, like, you just have to be strong and fight and keep fighting, and there's going to be greater things, and you're going to be rewarded for it, and it's going to be okay. And I feel like a lot of people, as I grew, have gone through similar things. A lot of people don't speak about it. They either let the trauma eat them, or kill them, or they use it to make themselves big. So just like me, I've put my pain into my business, and I don't have any pain anymore. I don't cry about the things I've gone through, guys. I don't cry about the things I've gone through no more. Like, I don't feel that pain, but it has made me who I am. And I remember how it used to feel to be there. Do you understand? But as you grow, it goes. But yeah. It's not all the time, but you just have to learn to give it to God. How much money did you really start with? So I started with maybe like £500, 1,000. Really and truly, I had bought like 200 powders to start off with. Let me even start from the beginning. So I did not plan to launch. When I did launch, I actually just made videos, showed myself, had my confidence, showed my personality. I'm very different. I'm very bubbly. I'm out there. So, and I don't really care what people think about me anymore. But yeah, once you get there, you'll know, and it'll be so much easier for you. But how I started was, it's just crazy. Like, I was just showing on TikTok how my products were and how they worked. I was still doing tests, and I had done my waterproof tests, but I hadn't done all the tests that I wanted, like go out for long nights and go to the gym and everything like that. So I just thought, let me be different and spontaneous, because I just get these random thoughts that just click out of nowhere. And in my head, it literally said, go and just record every single test. As you're going, as you're testing, post it straight away. No editing, nothing. Take it as it is and put it out there. If it doesn't work out, they will still see the process. They will still see what you've experienced. They will still see that you can eventually get to where you need to, and you will eventually get there. Do you know what I mean? So the powder, I was just testing it online, guys, and I was not planning to launch because I hadn't thought it was the right time. I hadn't done enough tests, experiments and everything like that. So I would, like, just right now, like, say here, I would take my video and then I'll post it. No editing, even if it didn't work, even if it didn't look good, even if it didn't come out how I expected in the experiment, I would post it. I would test with different brands against mine. I was not planning to launch until 6 months later. I was told to launch within that week. And I'm so glad I was able to know how to make websites, because if I didn't, I would have wasted a lot of money. And that's the thing about investing in yourself. And I've had other businesses. I've learned how to do certain things on my own that I don't need to hire anybody for. Like even marketing, I don't know how. Well, I learned how to do marketing, like Facebook ads and everything. But when I had made Kaya Cosmetics, I never thought the way I had presented myself in my first videos and how I posted it and what I said was marketing. I was just being me. So maybe I'm just naturally good at marketing, or it just came with me buying courses, watching, taking notes, and then not realizing I'm actually putting it into my life. But yeah, guys, I literally just posted how I wanted to. So I'll do like random tests that people haven't done before, or whatever I felt like was suitable. So I did a hose test, I did an oat milk test. A lot of people do that. I did a shower test, I did a running test, I went to the gym in my makeup, I swept that off, still stayed. And then people were like, I need this now. Like, I need a website, we need to buy, we don't care. I even mentioned like I don't have the stock, and people were like, pre-order. And I'm like, pre-order? Never thought of that. So I was like, okay, made a website, bought a domain. Didn't even sign up my company by then. It was not even registered, and you don't have to register your company until you make, what was it, £1,000 or something. And I knew I didn't want to be self-employed, because that's what my last business was, a sole trader, self-employed. And I really wanted to be a big company like Made by Mitchell, Huda Beauty and all them guys. So I knew I couldn't just be doing anything anyhow. Yeah, so I hadn't signed up my company because I was not planning to release it that time. I was still doing a lot of things. But anyway, from that day, I had applied for a trademark to protect my business, because I saw how viral my videos were going. And I just knew something's happening here and people really want this product. I need to protect myself. So I signed up for my trademark, did my trademark myself. I had a lot of like lawyers saying they'll charge me 6,000 to just do it. Really, it's just to use your brain and click a few buttons, do your research, and Bob's your uncle. Like, you have everything there. Like, you don't really need to pay that much money. I'm so sorry. It's so easy and simple. And even if you need guidance, you can just call the helpline. Yeah. But anyway, that's a different story for a different day. But where did I stop? Yeah, I was forced to launch my business. I made my website in a day. I put my website out there. I sold out the 200 powders I already purchased. I was like, what? People were like, we need more. There's not enough. like it was literally screaming on a net. I was just like, never seen this before. I've had businesses and people have been hyped, but not like this. Like, this is a different type of attention that I was getting. And I was just like, what has God really done for me right now? Because I was not ready for this. He didn't tell me this was coming. I always knew I had it in me. I knew I was that type of person, but I just never thought it was going to be that quick, you know? And I've always seen myself as a millionaire. I've always seen myself like reaching the top. My mom always said I was unique. I was different. I had personality. I had a good energy. I had a good heart. So it's like I've already known from young. Do you know what I mean? And I've been ambitious from 14. I used to go to property seminars, everything. You name it. I used to buy so much. Do you know how much I've spent in courses alone? Up to 50,000. Like, it's crazy. And I didn't notice until like now I'm calculating everything. I'm like, yeah, girl, you spent a lot of money. But yeah, as you go, you learn. So yeah, made people pre-order. I let them know that they're going to wait for like at least a month to get their products. And people were fine with that. Some people even waited 2 months. But they were happy with the end result. And that's the best thing about marketing and being yourself and being honest. Because you'll be different from all these other brands, 1. 2, I don't know. I was just the face. I didn't even realize I needed a face for my brand. I was just out of nowhere. I was the face. I learned things on the way, guys. I can't lie. But I was the face. And I didn't even know. Because now when I was starting to look for the face, people were like, why are you looking for the face? You are the face. And that's when we know you as. We don't want no one else. Like, they would imagine the public telling you how to run your business. Like, what are you doing? You're trying to make your business up there. You're already up there, but you're not seeing it. And then they're saying, no, we only want you. Because imagine like you put creators together to create content. You want to go viral. You put yourself. Everyone's like, yes, this. Like, it even got to a point where I started making my videos a certain way. Didn't know there was even a certain strategy I was doing or a certain structure that people were used to and that was like perceived. If someone was to like do a similar video like me, they'll be like, that's the Kaya Cosmetics style. Or why you copying Kaya Cosmetics? They will literally tag me and be like, why are you doing Kaya Cosmetics style? And I'm like, I didn't even create a style. I didn't realize, but I just created a whole, I wouldn't even say fan base, because I find it, you guys are my community and my people. You're my family. So I just created a community. I didn't realize I created that. It just created itself. And that's how I know it's from God, because I had another business and it was not supportive like this. And even no matter what I did, they were like, you know, like Nicki Minaj's fans, they were like that. Like, they will have your back. They don't care what people say about you, what people think. If your brand is, because there was even a time people were complaining. I'm so sorry, I'm going off topic, but I'm just like, guys, you're getting to know me. You're getting to know me, so just get to know me. As I speak, you will notice a lot of things. Like, my voice can change. I start talking about random things. It gets to a point, but yeah. I even just started randomly recording this video. I was not planning to make this video today, so forgive me from what I'm wearing. This is my guest bedroom. Yeah. And I just thought, let me get in some sunlight and everything. And I also spoke to my CR. He's amazing. He motivates me. Like, he's great. Like, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for giving me the word that you gave me today, and for believing in me and just telling me to go and get it and go and do it. Like, that's what you need. You need somebody. That's why it's always good to have a mentor and a coach. I ain't got that yet, but I'm hoping that he can be mine, because he's great. He is great. Like, yeah, he should have charged me for that, but that's a different story for a different day. But he'll be blessed. He'll be blessed, and I always pray for him. And when I make it, definitely, he's going to be the one by my side. He's going to be one of them. Like, yeah. But guys, literally, I'm so sorry. I keep saying literally. I need to stop. I started with no money, basically. I'd bought the products already, but I didn't buy the rest for the pre-orders. And people's money is, like my customers' money, the purchases I got was what I used to buy the next batch. So I set it to a certain amount, like 500. more powders extra, and that sold out as well. Then I bought that batch, and then people were still saying they wanted more. Like, it got to a point where I reached 1 million viewers, and I think I got like 3,000 orders. I was so confused, guys. I was literally so confused, and my phone wouldn't stop pinging. I literally had to get an assistant so quickly because it's like I couldn't even handle it anymore. It was so bad. But yeah, guys, if you feel like, if something's pushing you to do it, just do it. God's got your back, and just believe in yourself. That's the one thing I can say. Did I ever feel like quitting? No, I didn't feel like quitting at all. I was discouraged sometimes because creating content does require energy, and you can't be like, oh, hi guys, how are you? Today I'm like gonna be testing out this product. You need to uplift yourself as you speak, and when you speak to the viewers, you need to be engaging, and you need to do engaging things. You need to plan sometimes your content. Sometimes it's better when you don't plan, but sometimes when there's a certain thing that works for you in a certain way, you need to plan, because it's going to be like repeating the strategy. Different story for a different day. What went wrong that no one talks about? Brands copying the style of how I advertised, and I had to literally get a lawyer for copywriting that, and also not having enough products, not enough stock, because I was just starting out. I didn't have a warehouse. I didn't think it through. I was not planning. I rushed a lot of things, but it worked out. So nothing bad really happened besides not having enough stock. How long did it take before I made my first money? It was really instantly. I'll say a few days after I posted my video. What did I underestimate the most? Social media and people. I didn't think there was ever a possibility people would support me the way they did, ever see me the way I thought I would see myself, how my family saw me, how my mum saw me, how my uncle saw me. The faith that you guys had in me to continue going is insane. Like, you pushed me to continue and to be better and to provide better. I won't lie. And, you know, let me tell you something. When people believe in your products, they believe in you, and they see you for how you are, and they just love you as a person. You will always have people to back you. You don't need to tell them to do that. And you don't have to hold yourself. Even if not, God will hold you if you don't have anybody. Guys, let me tell you, I didn't have friends. What friend? No one. I had my cousins. Literally. Also, there was even a time where I couldn't afford for my logo to be printed on my powders. So I would get like a sticker to put on my powder lids, and people complaining that your brand should be presented in a certain way, and why do we have these stickers? It looks stupid, it looks cheap, it looks fake, it feels like a HB replica. It was very insulting, to be honest, because once you have a business, you will know what it's like to start with little to no money. Even though I had money, but I just wanted to put it in the right ways. I saved it for other things like advertising, so I didn't have enough, and I didn't know this is how much people wanted it so bad. Like, I didn't think it was gonna sell out, and then I have to reorder and I had to reorder 3 times in 2 days, and it still sold out. And there was even a cap I had to put on to say, guys, I'm not selling anymore until I get all these products. I don't even know if it's going to fit in my house. I don't know how many boxes I'm going to receive, and I'm going to be packaging this all by myself. So I didn't want to overly exhaust myself, so I had to stop I had to even stop posting to make sure I don't get enough, you know. so that I don't get too much like what's the word? I even run out of words sometimes. Girls, I've run out. But just so that my content doesn't reach where it needs to go, because it was too much. Like I had to order 4,000 powders. I was thinking my house can only keep 1,000. So where is the rest going? I had to like calm down and tell people, calm down, wait, after 2 months I'm gonna come back, and I promise it's gonna be a logo this time as well. I can afford it because of you guys. I can afford it. But yeah, like, guys, it's hot as well. Sorry, it's sweating. I had to pause it. It's just funny. But yeah, like, I had a community saying, you do realize you just started out, and even you guys wanted your powder urgent. They will literally answer me. I didn't even need to do nothing. Like, they'll say, people, you need to calm down, stop judging. You start a business, see how it feels. You do this, you do that, or like you have to give her grace because she is even just trying to get the product out there for you, even though she said that she was not planning to launch anytime soon. She's launching because you guys want it now and it's summertime and you need it. Like, and be grateful, you know. I'm trying, you know. But yeah, like, I had an amazing community. And that's when I noticed, like, what? Where did these people come from? Who are you, my guardian angels? It was just nice. It was just a nice feeling. You feel loved. You feel like a family. How did I get my first customer? I just posted on TikTok. I do not know. I posted my first video, and then my second video went viral, and then all the other videos followed, started going viral as well. When did you realize this actually could work? When I just continued being me and posted my tests and just did outrageous things. Like, who uses a hose on their makeup? Tell me. Nobody. Who puts oat milk, oil, red wine, alcohol on their face of makeup? Like, come on, guys, let's be realistic. That's not normal. I'm not normal, okay? I'm a very unique person here. I will literally do any test I want and not care what people think. And I think that even makes me great, because you know how much courage you need to have to not care. I had nothing to lose anyway, and I've always been confident. I've always been me. What's there to hide? Now it's just showing you people that I don't know, the public, real me. But yeah. Do you actually need a lot of money to start? Maybe like £2,000. Some to buy your stock and some to advertise, like get stuff for advertising, equipment, business stuff, and for legal stuff as well, because you just don't know. One trademark is literally £200, £250, even more, depending on what trademark you choose. So you have to be very careful with that. If I had to start again today, what would I do first? Make a website and not even though it worked the way it did, I would make a website and not post my videos until I'm ready to launch. But I think I just went with, I just didn't know how TikTok worked, guys. I just didn't know how TikTok worked. I should have researched. Everything just happened so fast. I should have researched. I should have looked for places to stock my items, but that would have had more expenses. What else? Maybe brands that I was using and comparing to, I shouldn't have done that. Or I should have used like the Chinese or the Poundland type of brands. because obviously I could have got into big trouble, but God has my back all the time, so I didn't. And I just removed those videos, guys. They don't even exist anymore. But like, yeah, you just learn as you go. Like, I never even knew you're not allowed to do that. You get what I mean? I learned in my business that you cannot be mentioning other brands or comparing them. You can compare them, but don't say their names and don't make it obvious it's their brand. Don't show their brand packaging either. That one there. But guys, I do not have enough time now. I think that's enough. If you have more questions, I will put my answers in like the comment section, or I'll make another video if there's a lot. But yeah, I'm glad you got to know me a little bit, and I'm happy that you guys are following me. You're here with me on my journey, and that you love me and you love my products. Do not forget to put a review. Do not forget to tell us what you think. Really, make your videos. You can do the exact same tests if you like. You know, the sun is out, it's getting hot, it's summertime soon, so you know the same tests are gonna be coming from me, or probably worse. And yeah, thank you for tuning in, thank you for staying around, thank you for just loving me for me. Like, I just love you guys. Like, there's no other way I can express. I think the only way I can really express and help you back in return is providing you good products and giving you advice and showing you how I started and you can start. I literally tell a lot of girls, like, there's a lot of girls that message me and they're like, how did you start your business? How do I do it? And I literally tell them straight, I don't gatekeep. I'm not the one to do that. And I love to help people. So I'm just a helper. I'll always try and make sure I help you guys in a way I can. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for staying. I love you. And I hope to see you on the next video. It is Natalie. And yeah, go and get your powder. Go and get your waterproof foundation. Forgot to mention it's even waterproof products, but I think I have mentioned that during the video somewhere that I have done certain tests. But yeah, guys, love you. See you next time.